Hi guys, this is David Ford. Making another update for you to let you know what's been going on with me lately. I've actually got a cold right now, so that's why my voice is a little bit off right now. But today's day is October the 15th, 2013. And some good news, though, is the fact that I've actually got a car. I've actually had it now for probably around a week. I actually got it when I got my paycheck, this past one. It was on Tuesday. Uh, let's see. Well, I guess this past Tuesday. Today's Tuesday right now as it is. So it was Tuesday of last week, in other words. And I guess I got it for a decent price. It does need some work, though, that's for sure. Um, but I guess overall, as far as what I paid for it, though, it was kind of a decent price. I paid $400 cash and worked out a deal. First I was going to do payments. I was going to try to go ahead and see if I can do payments with the guy and pay him off that way. And he agreed to it at first, but then he asked me if I had anything to trade. So I said, well, yeah, I've got my home computer and I've got a mountain bike I can trade. So I went ahead and did that. Went ahead and traded that with him to make sure the deal was all the way done. The home computer, I would say, as far as value-wise, would probably be around 150. Originally, I paid like $200 for parts when I first put it together, but that was probably around 2 years ago now, something like that, when I put that together, maybe even a little bit longer. But as far as the value of it, though, I would say it'd probably be worth around 150. And then as far as a mountain bike, I was going to originally try to sell that for around $60, but I put it on Craigslist a few times myself, but I never really had nobody bite on that. Never had nobody try to actually come out and get it. I had some phone calls, but nobody actually came out and tried to get it. So as far as the value on that, you figure about $50, $55. So all in all, you figure that I probably got the car for around the total value of around $600 as far as total value, as far as what I really paid for it. But I mean, as far as work wise, though, I mean, it does need some work. But the thing is it's a running car, though. So I mean, that's the most important thing right now because it's going to make a big difference as far as quality of life too. Because I can get around and not have to worry about the bus so much, and well, actually at all, for that matter. Not even talking about so much, but just don't have to worry about the bus at all, since I can be driving everywhere I need to go. And so that's going to help me save time too, because I don't have to worry about waiting on the bus as far as getting everywhere I need to go. And I can actually get more done that way too. Um, as far as work that I need to be that needs done on the car, though, it needs a rotor for sure. Because when I drive along and I'm at about 30 miles an hour or so, and I hit the brakes, then it starts shaking pretty good. If I'm around 20 or less, then I don't think it really does anything as far as shaking wise. But that's the only thing. That's the only time it does it too, though, is when I'm actually hitting the brakes, though. So I need a new rotor because he did tell me about that though as well. So I mean, I knew about that when I was getting it, and I need to fix the seat belt because it's one of them that is like automatic when you shut the door, and it has the motor and it goes shut for you that way, which I think is a bunch of crap. But because for some reason the motor's not working right like it needs to, I changed the fuse on it, and I figured that might have been the problem, but it's still not solving the problem. The motor is trying to kick in since I changed the fuse, and it acts like it's trying to do something, but it's still not moving like it needs to be moving. So yeah, I think that's a pain in the butt though, because because of that reason right there. If the motor goes out, then you're screwed. But a regular seat belt, where you do it on your own, you never have to worry about that, and it's always going to be there. It's always going to be working for you, unless eventually just the threads on it wears out. But if that's the case, then it's been beat all to hell anyways. Somebody's been really abusing it for that type of thing to happen. So yeah, I need to get that fixed as well too. And another thing is I need to get another tire for it too, on the right passenger side. So because that tire is kind of bad too as well, and it burns the oil as well too. So yeah, it definitely needs some things that needs to be worked on for sure, but nothing that can't, of course, obviously get fixed. And in fact, like I said too, it is running right now. Now originally too, my plan was I was going to try to go ahead and get myself a piece of job, but with the condition that this is in right now, that's not going to work out too good. I just seen a cop go by twice now. I don't know because I'm actually sitting in a parking lot too, as far as a shopping center. So I might have to cut this video short, especially if the cop comes back around again looking like he might try to do something. Actually, I don't know. See what he's trying to do. I might have to cut this video short because I don't want to have to be dealing with him and to see, as far as whatever they're going to say. So, but we'll see. But anyways, so yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so yeah, this car definitely needs some work, that's for sure. And originally I was going to try to get myself a pizza job too, and deliver pizzas, make some pretty good money, since when I got a car. But with the condition that this car is in right now, that's not going to happen anytime soon, because I don't even think that they would even allow that anyways. Plus, there's really no need for it, because I need to get this thing fixed before I try to do anything like that. So that being said, what I might end up doing though is trying to see if I can just get a regular factory job for right now, if need be, making some pretty good money, and see how that goes. But either way it goes, the whole point is that I need to get myself a pretty good full-time job going, whether it's pizzas or factory job or whatever it is. And so I'm going to start working on that and see if I can get that going too though. So that's the first step though. Of course, like I said, as far as my plans was to get a car anyways though. Next step is to get a pretty good job as far as paying pretty good money, and then after that, next step would be to work on getting a camper van. So of course, that's still my goals. Is just I might have to rearrange a few things there as far as getting a factory job instead of getting a pizza job or whatever. But we'll see though. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video short, because like I said, I think the cop is still riding around though. So I don't know, he's driving off again, so I don't know what he's doing. He was driving all through the parking lot and driving back and forth 2-3 times. And like I said, I don't feel like messing with him and stuff, so maybe he's gone now though. Alright, so back on track then as far as making this video. So yeah, it's making a big difference as far as the quality of life, as far as having this car and all that. Another good thing though is the fact that since I'm been staying in the shelter, like I said before in my other videos, I haven't been getting a whole lot of sleep because of people snoring all night long and flushing toilets and stuff like that. Another thing that's kind of nice though is I can come out in my car though and actually put the seat back and actually take a nap. So that's helping as far as having some peace and quiet and trying to get a little bit extra sleep as well too though. It helps out pretty good, in fact. Also too, just recently I did go to a cookout over at my niece's house. So that was pretty nice to actually get out and spend some time with the family and stuff. My niece went over there. Actually, two of my nieces went over there to the cookout. And then, well, actually, it was my niece's house. Obviously, one of them was there. And then my older brother went there, and his wife went there as well, too. And so I got to visit with some people, so that was pretty nice. Plus, got to eat some pretty good food as well, too. So that was definitely a nice change of pace. And also too, when I was talking to my niece though, she was kind of talking about the fact of me staying with her instead of staying in the shelter as well. But I told her too though, I don't want to do anything like that until I do get a full-time job and I'm able to actually start paying her some rent though, because I don't want to just stay there for free or nothing, be a freeloader or anything. I'd rather try to make sure I'm able to pay her some rent too. So once I do get myself a full-time job going though, I might try to do that for a little while. Just to get out of the shelter, and that way until I can still save up some money and get myself a camper van. Because no matter what, that's what I'm going to do. Whether it's camper van or truck camper or whatever the case may be, but I'm getting one of those types eventually no matter what. So it's just a matter of still trying to have a good quality of life though until I can get to that point though. As far as getting out of the shelter early if I can or whatever the case may be. Oh, another thing too, as far as talking about updates for you, I guess, is also too my birthday is coming up here in a few days. My birthday is going to be on October 19th, and like I said, I think today's October 15th. So I guess that'll be interesting because, I don't really have a whole lot of money to do as far as a whole lot on my birthday or whatever, but hopefully by that time I'll have a little bit of money to do something.